grab his sword and then he's going to do what warriors do. I just personally think we need a little bit better rules of engagement, and if we were to do that, I think that everybody would get along better. We would have more respect for each other. We need to learn that this has been an experiment, and during this experiment, all of us have done things that we regret. Again, I mentioned this yesterday. There was a time when I treated Anne terribly on this app, terribly unfair, and she was kind enough to forgive me when I apologized to her. And so I am at fault for doing things on this app that I'm not proud of. And so I just think there's room for all of us, whether that's people with 2 T's or 1 K or whatever initials happen to be letters that happen to be in your name. I think that we should all give each other a little bit more grace. That's all.
Or if they have a bush garden. Roger, just to clarify, can you, because Brad's going to put the blame on me, will you let him know that I did not send you whatever recordings you have?
You did not. And I can honestly say, well, hold on, let me look. The people that sent me they're not even in this room right now. But, but I don't care because I know Brad. I like Brad. And when Brad goes too far, I think, hey, Brad, I think you went too far. But it's up to him whether he wants to rein it in or not. But I respect Brad. Because here's the thing, and Brad, please continue because I interrupted. The thing people forget is some of the great things that Brad has done on this app and off this app. We're serving this country. We should all say thank you to Brad before we say fuck you to Brad.
I appreciate that. And I wasn't the one bringing forth this. I was just asking if the offer was still out there on the table because it was brought to my attention today. There looks like there is evidence. I will not be bringing that forward. I'm leaving that for somebody else.
Was that Rich?
No, it was not Rich. I wouldn't accept it if it was Rich. I will say that I'm going to allow those individuals to discuss it amongst themselves to bring it forward. I just had one clarifying question. Is that it has to be on Clubhouse or can it be related to Clubhouse through a Discord channel? Because it appears that there was a lot of communication about that was downloaded. So if that offer was still standing, I think these individuals would be able to win that prize.
Yeah, no, this has been an ongoing saga. And I will say the bounty is down because I don't like to bring more oxygen to the topic at all. And I'll tell you why. I have had my issues with. Let me see. Let me go across this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Shit. There's 10 people on this fucking stage, and 8 of the 10 people at some point in time I've been cranky with, and probably an asshole too. And that's just the people that are on the stage. Forget about the people that are in the audience. I've made a choice since I've come back that I want to let bygones be bygones. In fact, I'm going to actually unblock everybody I have blocked. And I'm going to start anew, and I'm going to start the only people I'm going to block are people that decide to break the rules of the house. And I think that it's time for a spirit of forgiveness. That's what I'm encouraging.
Mojo, does that mean Rich can come back?
I would love for Rich to. John, have you talked to Rich? I would love to see him apologize to 2 people, and then confirm that he's willing to follow the rules of the house. In which case, I will unblock him, but I don't know if I'll bring him into this space until the apologies are done.
Mojo, I wanted to come in and just say how much I appreciate and I'm happy to see you back here. And you've stood me corrected many a times, and typically I just hit leave quietly because I can't stand up to the arguments when you own my ass. You've owned me many times, for sure. I do want to say I am disappointed today that a replay was deleted in one of the 2 rooms, which we all know we're talking about.
Which replay was deleted?
Shy and Jasmine deleted their replay. Keegan kept his.
Well, hold on. Please refer to rule number 9.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk about other. Okay, so I just wanted to keep it anonymous, so I won't say. But one of the replays of 2 regarding today was removed, and I'm disappointed in that. Because if you have replays on and then you delete them, what's the point of a replay?
So can I ask you a question? And
Please.
why do you think that I can do something about somebody else that deleted their replays? Like how does this grievance? I know people think that I'm the wizard, the guy behind the curtain that's got all the levers that can do everything. How can I fix that?
Well, I think that you're very cerebral and you always provide a lot deeper
Sean,
content.
just put a name on it. Who deleted? Whose replay was it?
It was Shaq.
That's not to be talked about.
He violated rule number 9, but I'll bring it up.
And I apologize for violating the rule.
That's okay. There's worse rules to break. That's probably one of the more pedantic ones, and I break it probably more than you guys do. So I'm just giving you a hard time. But no, look, I will say this. I've always found Shy and Jazzy to both be very annoying. And I thought today their handling of the content, I think it was the least messy I've ever seen them. And I found myself enjoying the content they were creating. So, yeah, very interesting. So
I agree. And that's why I was disappointed, because I thought that replay was far better than the other replay.
Yeah, well, look, it is what it is. Everyone's got different opinions. Can I just call out my friend Hakima here? And he is a friend. He's also a liar. He says he could swim better than me. But Hakima, how come you haven't voted yet?
My bad. I'm literally just. I've been hearing you guys, but away from my phone. I didn't.
Kristen hasn't voted. I feel like if you're gonna be on the stage, especially like everybody's getting mod badges, especially if they have vaginas. I think it's important to participate in the polls. I won't put pressure on 2T's because I don't put pressure on her. I learned my lesson with that.
Well, I feel like I can't vote if I'm part of the contestants. I'm part of In the Muff. And I don't think that's fair. I think it's a little bit of my bias.
Yeah, Chris, and I feel the same way, considering I sometimes co-mod with JB, and I absolutely adore JB and our conversations. But then I really like this house too, because it is wild and crazy. So it was tough. Kind of.
And just be honest, and who cares?
Well, I will admit that I don't like even taking sometimes the vote, because I keep getting bombarded with this flash screen thing, this pop-up in my face. And I have to hit X multiple times just to get the thing out of my face. So once I vote, I don't have to see it anymore. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go with the one I believe the most.
Hold on. Somebody's trying to come in with a weak mic saying hello. I want to say something to somebody in the chat, though. Miss DeGroot never had a scrapple with Mojo. It's funny, you might not remember, but I remember in an abortion room, you came in very strong with your opinion, which, by the way, I agree with, but I was doing the whole heavy moderation thing, and I cursed you out. That was my first interaction with you, was in an abortion room, and I cursed you out because you went on this rant, and I felt like, oh, this woman's not shutting up, and I cursed you out. And then over time, I was like, I can't believe that my first experience with her was me cursing her out. It was fucking crazy. So I apologized for something that you don't even remember happening.
Wait, did I yell at you then? Because Roger, I don't remember us ever really squaring off.
You and I, Brad, we've had a couple of things, but usually what they were was, do you remember the time when I was going really heavy on criticizing Republicans, and I came into a space with you and Gerard and KK. Am I allowed to say KK's name? I know there's people that don't want to.
Yeah, you can.
I like KK. Just full disclosure, I like KK. I like everyone. Anyways, Brad, you and I got into a discussion, and I remember you accusing me of being a leftist, and I fucking lost my fucking marbles because, like, you were the first person on planet Earth that's ever called me a leftist, and that was and so I got into your ass, and then you did a Brad rant, and that was pretty much that's the only squabble I remember you and I like with elevated voices. You calling me a leftist, me responding, and then after me responding, you doing the Brad thing.
Well, I'm glad we cleared that up and we got past that because I don't even remember that. So it must not have been that serious.
No, I was just shocked. I'd never been called a leftist. I didn't know what to do. Like I was really in my feelings that day. All right, let's go squiggly line with the accent that's with no friends. Go ahead. What do you got to say?
I did a Google translation. Apparently, it translates to Mohammed. Yeah. Go
Wait, Mohammed is in the prophet?
Yeah, Mohammed. This is Mohammed down here at the bottom left.
Okay. Well, hey, look, the spirit of forgiveness, please, Lord, do not let me say the thing that I typically say when I think of Muhammad. If you want to join in, go ahead. This is the time. Unmute yourself, say your words, and don't say anything about underage girls because I might respond in kind.
Zero friends.
Yeah, he has zero
Mohammed,
friends.
this is your chance. Yes, you, with the Arabic language.
Come on. This is your chance. You can be famous. All right. Going once.
Mohammed.
Does he not know that he's muted?
Okay, say it differently.
Hold on.
Mohammed.
Hey, Mohammed. You've got a. Did I just hear the voice of an angel?
No, and not Mona Lisa either, apparently.
Mona Lisa had a crooked smile. You have a perfect smile.
All right, before we make Brad ill, how has the muff been running lately? We've been delivering pretty much, if not 18-hour, if not 24-hour programming, 18-hour at least.
Yeah, no, it's been remaining moist.
It's been moist?
Yeah, it's been moist right? Most of the day. Here's Necro to dry it out.
I was asked what topic I want for the weekend replay, because, I get to do a weekend room in here that's almost all my own with some great help. I'm thinking it's going to be on woke fatigue. Sydney Watson came out with her video this morning or yesterday about woke fatigue, and I'm interested in exploring it with people.
Monica, put me in that room.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Ann. Go ahead.
I was going to say the room that, well, no, we won't tell them. The room that we discussed yesterday. Do you remember or no?
Which room are you talking about?
What? The one about the whiteness thing.
Oh, yeah. Proximity to whiteness. That's going to be a title coming soon. Proximity to whiteness. It's probably the funniest term I learned on this app. Proximity to whiteness.
You never heard that before, Roger?
Not by a
This is why you
serious
should
human
never
being.
mess with your coach, because when the students of this Taekwondo Academy...
Yeah, no, we'll do it. Maybe we can get Hunter Shackelford to come in as a guest speaker.
Yeah, spend enough time around the pro-black crowd, the militant blacks, you'll hear that term quite often. And Monica, I don't know if you heard me, but if you do the woke fatigue room, please ping me. I'd like to hear that conversation.
Well, if you have time, I'd be honored that you co-mod it with me.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know in advance so I make sure I have the time.
Oh, hold on. We got the Muslim back on the stage. Go ahead. You want to speak?
Oh my gosh.
silent protest.
You don't have to have a license to work in a
I
casino.
guess. He's on break from fucking little girls.
State law says that you can work in a casino while they're
Monica, that does sound like a good room. What house are you doing it in?
But what happens when they do find out? Why would they want to find out? We'll put $100 million into this desert.
Scarlet.
Why would they want to lock us out? Besides, they'll never find out. All you gotta do is keep changing your job title.
2K.
From casino executive to food and beverage chair.
Not even
And the mouse.
Put it at the bottom of the pile. I know, guys.
Hey, Roger, have you tried the dates with the cashews yet?
Oh, dude, I'm glad you brought that up. Yes, and it's fucking delicious. And but you know what?
First time doing that?
Yeah, but you know, I figured out a way to take it even to another level. First of all, it's plenty sweet on its own, but because I like to overdo things, I put a little fucking B-grade maple syrup over top of it. Fucking bomb, dude. You don't need like a fancy dessert. You just need simple flavors. It's amazing. So, Kima, thank you.
All natural.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Can we agree that Hakima's the best Muslim on the app? Can we? Maybe we'll get a poll on that later.
I know from personal experience how uncomfortable the journey can be. The truth is, we need your help. We'd hope that somehow.
I don't picture him playing with incendiary devices, IEDs. He doesn't have a dead man switch attached to a bat. I don't see Akima doing that. So I can't say he's the best Islamic person on the app.
I'll just say, look, you guys give him shit over all kinds of things. You know, his claim about, you know, blacks being indigenous to the U.S. or his claim that the earth is not round. But his most fucking egregious claim that he's ever made is that he's a stronger swimmer than I am. Like this cannot stand. We're gonna have to bring this to a close. Akima, I am gonna be making a trip. I have to talk to Marshall when Marshall's free. Because I want to coordinate the trip with Marshall to go to Illinois to help the Kitover takeover. But when I'm in Illinois, I would love to meet up with you, and maybe you can come join at the campaign headquarters on the Lady Hawk. Kitover, we can welcome Muslims to the Lady Hawk.
Well, I mean, we'd have to do some type of, background check or purity test, like they're not going to kill me or something, when they decide to come on board and have a cocktail. Maybe a vodka martini would be the purity test.
Hey, John, I love my freedom too much.
Section 10,
You don't have to worry about that.
I'm just going to tell you guys that, the last time we let the Muslims get too close to a U.S. ship, the USS Colt happened. Just saying.
Never heard Hakeem ever say that he has to pull out a blanket to do a prayer. Ever. I'm just saying. Okay? Or a magic carpet.
Hey, Mike Moon, are you with us?
I am, yes.
Mike Moon is somebody that has taken some unfair abuse on this app. And I just want to point out that since day one, I've always liked Mike. Mike is a fantastic photographer. He's passionate about photography. He's got nuanced political views, which is something that most people on this app do not have. And his battles with GOAT, I would actually say the Moon-GOAT debates were some of the best that this app has ever had. Mike, you don't seem to get engaged like that anymore. What's going on? You're like more zen.
Yeah. Well, two things. One, I used to smoke a shit ton of weed, and I was high whenever I was on the app, and it made me super argumentative, and it made me like a quick thinker. I mean, I'm ADHD, so it really kind of cleaned up my thinking, to be honest. But it also made me super argumentative. So I was just obnoxious as fuck back then, more often than not. And I stopped like a year and a half ago. But the other thing is, I think I just got tired. I just got annoyed at being hated all the time and attacked. Like, to be honest with you, I never try to I never pretend like I'm somebody else in an environment so that other people get along with me. Like, that's not my shtick.
And so because I'm also kind of a contrarian person, that's my dog making that squeak noise. Because I'm kind of a contrarian person, you know, I had a hard time finding places where I'm like fully accepted to just hang out. And so I kind of just started listening in the audience all the time more. And then I just started, there's a couple people I trust and I come on stage, but otherwise I just do like 90% listening for 10% talking. And to be honest with you, it kind of helps me keep less stressed because I get stressed out when I talk and shit like this on here. That's fair. Do you remember you coined a term and I thought it was brilliant. Some people ignore it. Do you want to walk us through the democratization of mediocrity? Oh, yeah. So I was a photographer for 30 years, and it got to the point where I couldn't really make a living being a photographer anymore. It's like I could before, and I still can partially. But so I went to trade school at the age of 50 to become an electrician. And so I'm an electrician during the week, and I still do photography part-time. And so kind of both jobs are almost equal pay. So together I make about what I made before with photography alone. And so what I realized as the years went on, as the years went on, is that the democracy, so basically people only get good enough at things now, like trades. They only get good enough or learn it well enough to start making money with it. And once they start making money with it, they shift their focus from mastering the thing they're doing into doing other things that will help increase the money flow. So say, for instance, like photography, you learn the basics, you get it down. And then once you do, and once you sell a couple weddings, you decide to spend a lot of your time on social media marketing and everything else while you're not just shooting, right? It used to be people would do something and they would do it with the goal of mastery. And then what they would do is after 10,000 hours, they'd get really good at it. And then the money would just come along with it, right? And that doesn't happen anymore. So basically, I call it democratization of mediocrity because it's much easier now to become good enough at something to make money doing it. And once you make money doing it, you convince yourself that the money justifies to yourself that you're an expert at it. Like, if I can make money doing it, then I must be good at it. And that's not true at all. Mediocrity can earn money all day long because, frankly, the bar's been lowered so much and everything, all the standards of clients in general. Clients just want fast, cheap, immediate, good enough to make money and sell and move on. And they have such short attention spans that basically people don't master things anymore. There's no value in it being an expert or a master. And it even extends to, like, the idea that we don't trust experts of anything anymore, right? We'll argue about flat Earth with a fucking astronaut. We'll argue about COVID with a doctor. And we think that we're so much better off finding information on the internet for ourselves. We think that facts are facts and our facts are the right ones and the other facts are the wrong ones. And so basically, I call it the democratization of mediocrity because mediocrity is now good enough for almost everybody. And if you spend your time getting good at something, you're not worried about money, people have less respect for that than they ever did. It used to be that, like, if you had a cool job, people respected your job. They didn't care what you made. Now it's like it doesn't matter what your fucking job is. What do you make? If you don't make a lot of money, oh, you're lame. And again, that's stupid. I mean, judging everything by money is just the dumbest thing ever. And so I just think people need to get back to caring about being awesome at things. And then give yourself the grace to get good at it, for fuck's sake. I mean, I've shot over 1,000 weddings. I've worked in 4 different industries in photography, from Hollywood to fucking retail, product photography, and everything else. And I would just master one thing, move to the next. Master one thing, move to the next. And it doesn't matter that, like, this jack of all trades, master or not. Bullshit. Jack of 3 trades, master of 2. Then jack of 5 trades, master of 3. So, like, don't short sell yourself, and don't expect to fucking master something in less than 10,000 hours. I mean, I probably have 30,000 hours or 40,000 hours in at this point. Like, give yourself 20 or 30 years to do something. Quit worrying what you fucking make while you do it. And then ultimately, you don't be mediocre. Care more. Care to be better. Care to be better what you do, and care to do something better that people around you do. And don't worry what they fucking make. If they make more than you, so fucking what? And that's it. Know who you are. Know what you are. Stand on what you can fucking do. And people can't take that away from you. People can take money away from you all fucking day long. They can cut it. You can work for a company, they cut you in a fucking heartbeat. There's absolutely no fucking loyalty anymore. So that's it, basically. The democratization of mediocrity has now made it so that everything that is and that's the other thing too. AI is all about mediocrity. AI pulls average and finds the collection of the best of the average. It can never be better than average. It's impossible. So if we're going to AI for things, we're less than mediocre. I mean, and then we go to AI and it becomes good mediocrity. Like we can get to that level. But you're not going to be great unless you throw that to the fucking trash or use it as a tool to jumpstart what you're doing and forward. Like that's fine. It's fine as a tool to use, but don't depend on it. Don't depend on it for your knowledge and depend on it for your skills and depend on it for your political opinions and depend on it for everything else. It's fucking pathetic. I guess that's it. I mean, that's a lot, but that's, I guess, how I saw it up.
Beautifully said, Mike. I appreciate that.
I have to say, attention to the poll, everyone. 11. That's a lucky number. And guess what? In the vote, 69%. That's a triple poll.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Okay. But my OCD is having a problem with the result of 102%. I don't know why Clubhouse can't fucking roll out a poll feature that can track these numbers in an accurate way. Like,